The Notting Hill race riots were a series of racially motivated riots that took place in Notting Hill, England, between 30 August 5 September 1958. Background: the end of the Second World War had seen a marked increase in West Indian migrants to Britain. By the 1950s, white working-class teddy boys were beginning to display hostility towards black families in the area, a situation exploited and inflamed by groups such as Oswald Mosley's Union Movement and other far-right groups such as the White Defence League, who urged disaffected white residents to keep Britain white. There was an increase in violent attacks on black people through the summer. On the 24th of August 1958, a group of 10 white youths committed serious assaults on 6 West Indian men in 4 separate incidents. At 5:40 a.m., the youths' car was spotted by 2 police officers who pursued them into the White City estate, where the gang abandoned the car. Using the car as a lead, investigating detectives arrested 9 of the gang the next day, after working non-stop for 20 hours. Just prior to the Notting Hill riots, there was racial unrest in Nottingham, which began on the 23rd of August, and continued intermittently for 2 weeks. Maj-Brit Morrison. The riot is popularly believed to have been triggered by an assault against Maj-Brit Morrison, a white Swedish woman, on the 29th of August 1958. Morrison had been arguing with her Jamaican husband Raymond Morrison at the Latimer Road tube station. A group of various white people attempted to intervene in the argument, and a small fight broke out between the intervening people and some of Raymond Morrison's friends. The following day, Maj-Brit Morrison was verbally and physically assaulted by a gang of white youths that had recalled seeing her the night before. According to one report, the youths threw milk bottles at Morrison and called her racial slurs such as "black man's troller," while a later report stated that she had also been struck in the back with an iron bar. The riot. Later that night, a mob of 300 to 400 white people, many of them teddy boys, were seen on Bramley Road attacking the houses of West Indian residents. The disturbances, rioting and attacks continued every night until the 5th of September. The Metropolitan Police Service arrested more than 140 people during the 2 weeks of the disturbances, mostly white youths but also many black people found carrying weapons. A report to the Metropolitan Police Commissioner stated that of the 108 people charged with crimes such as grievous bodily harm, affray and riot, and possessing offensive weapons, 72 were white and 36 were black. Aftermath. The sentencing of the 9 white youths arrested during the riots has passed into judicial law as an example of exemplary sentencing, a harsh punishment to act as a deterrent to others. Each of the youths received 5 years in prison, and they were to also pay £500. A Caribbean Carnival, precursor of the Notting Hill Carnival, was held on the 30th of January 1959 in St Pancras Town Hall, organised by activist Claudia Jones as a response to the riots and the state of race relations in Britain at the time. The riots caused tension between the Metropolitan Police and the British African Caribbean community, which claimed that the police had not taken the reports of racial attacks seriously. In 2002, files were released that revealed that senior police officers at the time had assured the Home Secretary, Rab Butler, that there was little or no racial motivation behind the disturbance, despite testimony from individual police officers to the contrary. Jungle West 11. In 1964, Maj-Brit Morrison wrote about the riots in her autobiography, Jungle West 11.